Black Clover. This is Black Clover, chapter 332, the final declaration. Black Clover has returned to us.
The champ is here!
Very exciting stuff happening. Let's get into it. We got color pages, and boy, did I miss those. Tabata is particularly very good at these 2-page spread title pages. It was nice to see him again.
I like his coloring style. It looks like
man.
really scratchy, but in a good way.
Well, it looks like
It looks grainy.
Yeah, I think he like literally paints them.
Yes, that's what it is. It looks like watercolor.
Yeah, I mean,
something, right?
manga artists still do that. They still paint and or, do these like they use these little color markers that are very like specific colors to it. My theory is that he actually does watercolor paintings on like to color them in, which is pretty awesome. So,
yeah, that's sick, man.
Yeah. But in any case, we start with Black Clover. Last we left off with Black Clover months ago, it was revealed that the Wizard King Julius was a devil the entire time. The time devil, the time wizard.
Yeah.
And he's evil, and we just got that revealed. We open now at the 7th level of the underworld. What's his face? I know Lucifero.
Lucifero.
Yeah, Lucifero. Damnatio was the judgmental guy
the scale dude that is MIA.
Yeah, I think he's dead. I think it's implied that Wizard King killed him.
Oh, he's dead for sure. I'm just saying he is MIA.
Yeah, he's dead. I don't know if we gave him one of these, but I'll give it to him posthumously. In any case, so we cut to Lucifero, who's just stuck in time because Wizard King is down in hell, and he's like, I'm Lucifero, king of the devils. Even if I've lost half my body, my magical power was the greatest in the world. And Julius is like, yeah, but that may be true, but in this world, we are the ones with the most brilliant magic. We humans.
I'm out. I wanted to save this for my thoughts, but I just want to mention this real quick. The last chapter we got before before he went on his little hiatus break, I thought that they were implying that there were 3 special devils, and I was wrong. They were saying that Magicula, who was the cursed devil that cursed, the mother of it's been so long.
Yeah, it has been so long. I'm also
Nozel and
Noel.
And Noel. Well, Nozel too.
Yeah, Nozel.
His mom, like cursed them, and he cursed the princess of the Water Kingdom, or whatever the fuck that shit is called, the Heart Kingdom. I mean,
yeah.
They weren't a supreme devil, right? So it was only Lucifero and Ashtaroth of time magic.
Yeah, I think they mentioned that. I thought Megicula was the other one, but I could be wrong about that. It's been a minute again. But yeah, I think you're right on that. We'll look into it, or if you know it, drop it in the comments. We do read these. Let me know. But I guess to continue on the chapter, it looks like Julius actually eats Lucifero's heart because it's a little chomp sound effect. So maybe he gets his powers a la Blackbeard style.
Right.
But oh wow, I didn't even peep this, but it's a time skip. We cut a year and 3 months after the Spade Kingdom War. And Asta is now being awarded with an extraordinary special distinguished service ceremony, and he is now granted the title of Senior Magic Knight First Class, which I think is like basically second to captain level, from what I understand. The devil trial. About him being a devil, he was put on trial because they didn't trust him, I guess. Lasted longer than expected, but he was found innocent because, he was found innocent, obviously, because he saved everyone. But there's apparently still weird distrust amongst the world because of his devil stuff. But even so, the Magic Knights captains know what time it is. They know the truth. Asta's the real deal. Asta's a good guy. So everybody's super happy to give him this distinction, and they mentioned that, hey, you've almost reached that dream of yours. Apparently, has become a Grand Magic Knight, which is actually higher than Asta right now. Fuego Leon mentions like it should have been a higher title, but he's I guess. So
Technically, he was a higher rank than Asta.
yeah, he was vice captain at the time. So,
but they still should have just propped up Asta past that point anyway. But whatever.
Yeah, who cares?
He's literally the strongest person in the kingdom. But
all right,
sure.
So yeah, I mean, Asta takes it in stride, as Asta tends to do. He's like, having outrank me sucks, but it gives me more motivation, so it's cool. Apparently Asta broke Rill's record for youngest Grand Magic Knight. So, or was that Nah, actually that's broke Rill's record. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, it's revealed that Fuego Leon, Mary Leona, and Nozel have been nominated to become the next Wizard King, like the candidates to become the next Wizard Kings. They all have apparently declined it because they realize after fighting the devils that they ain't shit really. So they're like, we all declined because it just we're not strong in the grand scheme of things. Really, Asta level people should be Wizard King is low key what they're kind of saying because they're able to fight devils. Yeah. So yeah. There's a little cute scene with Yami finally putting it together in his head that Charlotte likes him. So
while he's taking shit.
Oh yeah, he went to the bathroom. He's taking his shit and just thinking about it. Where all great thoughts happen on the can. So yeah. And as it turns out, we also get a bit of a love interest thing from both Noelle and Mimosa, apparently, who are just like, whoa, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna confess our love to Asta? And then Nero, I think that's her name, right? I forget her real name. I know she has like another name, but she pulls up to Noelle and Mimosa and is like, Asta's confessing his love. And she's like, what? To who? And she's just enjoying herself. She likes being the drama. And I respect it, I guess. And we get a big 2-page spread of Asta asking the sister that he grew up with, the nun that worked at his orphanage, to marry him. And he says, I'm 18 now, and this is the last time I will propose to you. I swear I'll make you happy. Please say yes. And unfortunately, the sister says no. She's like, you're like a little brother to me. I can't marry you. And Asta takes it in stride. He's like, I knew it. I just couldn't give up. I do know that people can't always change the way they feel, though. So please watch over the unchanging vow of mine. I will become the next Wizard King. And that was nice. That was a nice little moment. I'll get into it a little more. And she thinks to herself, is like, you're awesome. I'm sorry I was never be able to tell you this, but at this point I can. And she says to him, finally, I know you'll be able to do it. And it's a very nice, wholesome thing to end the chapter on, until, unfortunately, evil Julius shows up, clapping his hands condescendingly, and is like, congratulations. This is your final destination. Big 2-page spread. That's where the chapter ends. Holy shit. Black Clover's back, baby.
And it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Let's not even play around. This shit got super fucking interesting.
Oh yeah. I guess before we get into thoughts, I should say Yeah, this one, the really good chapter of the week audience poll.
Certified RGC.
I don't have a vast memory to draw upon. However, this was probably the most justified audience RGC for Black Clover ever. Like, this was the one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I agree. But Josh, what did you think about this chapter?
I loved it. It was really incredible. Welcome back, Black Clover. I dreaded this moment because it was yet another chapter we'd have to cover as part of the podcast. However, those feelings quickly faded as soon as I started turning through the pages, man. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I don't really have too much to say about this chapter. I just want to talk about Julius. And yeah. So at first I wasn't sure and I was gonna ask you guys what you think. But after reading through last chapter, I feel like I have a better understanding. I was struggling to figure out if when Julius was an adult, before he turned into a child, right? Was he under the influence of this devil, you know? And if you guys, you don't have to go back to the other chapter, but you can see in the flashbacks, right, where they're trying to talk about, like, they're showing Julius's eccentricism for, like, these things. And, you know, I remember thinking to myself, was that genuine, or was this, like, are they trying to show us something? And it was both, you know? He was interested in it, but he never understood why.
Mm.
You know, I mean, I guess the same way we don't always question the things we're into, but I think it was, I'm just bringing it up to say that I thought it was very well done. This was definitely a seed planted. I remember being suspicious of this nigga way back when it was during one of the earlier arcs, when like they had that stone tablet, and he came and saved them or something like that. I'm trying to remember what happened with Julius. He pulled up.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I gotta read Black Clover again, dude. It was
the way he spoke about it, or it was either that or one of the devils or something like. No, they weren't devils yet because they wasn't introduced yet. Maybe he was a demon. I don't know, man. Somebody said something about Julius that made me think, like, that's interesting. Like, time magic, huh? I thought he had light magic, but that's
no, that's
someone else.
That's fuck. Who was that?
The elf.
Yeah, Petrie, right? Something like that.
He did. He had it. So anyway, I just wanted to make that. That's really like the biggest thoughts I have is that this was done super well. Like it needs to be said. And aside from that, I wonder do you guys think that evil Julius is about to start popping off right this second, or you think he's gonna try to finesse it a little bit more?
I have no.
Like, do you think he's telling him this is your final destination, as in you're gonna die on this rooftop right now, or do you think like we're gonna, it's gonna take a little while?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no fucking idea. That's I was shocked when he pulled up onto this rooftop. So I have no clue myself. I think he's. I'll cast my prediction just for the sake of it. I think he's just about to pop off. He's gonna do a little combination of both. Maybe he'll finesse it a little bit, but then he'll just pop off immediately. I don't think he'll waste it.
If he eliminates Asta, it's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, I mean, this is. Man, I'm kind of going out of like a little discombobulated, but even the way he talks about in the beginning of the chapter how he's telling Lucifero that you reign supreme in the devil world, but in the regular world humans have the best magic. So it's weird. Like I wonder what his plan is,
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not. Like, Lucifer just wanted to take over the human domain just because he felt like it. Because he was like, why not, right? I'm the king of everything. He couldn't cross over to the human world, so he wanted to just for the sake of doing it, which is fine.
Yeah.
And that was that. So there's a lot more intrigue to Julius.
Yeah, I mean, the Julius twist was just like a real big one where I didn't think it was an ass pull at all, but because I don't remember enough about Black Clover to pick up on the subtle hints if there were any. And even so, I think like even not knowing these subtle hints, I accepted it still because it felt like it made sense to me. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good twist, to be honest. So yeah, we know very little about Julius in general, so it was kind of cool to see this. So that I have no way of predicting what his plan is really, but
Hey, I have no idea.
yeah. Brian, what were your thoughts? You read this chapter. This is your first real time reading Black Clover, huh?
It was a good chapter for what I know about it.
You got to read it, Brian. How are you gonna read it? You can't. It's not like Chainsaw Man. You got to. You're in 300 chapters over.
No, I have like a decent understanding of what I was looking at. But I don't know. The chapter was cool. The art was cute. The characters were interesting.
Damn, Brian.
And that's about it.
Well, Brian, you have to read.
I mean,
you have to read it.
Not too much stuff happened in this chapter. In all fairness, this
Yeah.
was just like a reintroduction chapter. There's a lot of like character stuff, like interpersonal stuff, but if you haven't, nothing really to kind of write home about.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of catch up. It's been a while. Seeing where everybody is for the most part. I appreciated that. I guess I'll get into my thoughts. Man, you don't know what you got until it's gone, huh? I didn't know how much I realized I missed Black Clover until it came back. It is genuinely very good to have it back. And, I have a tumultuous relationship with Black Clover.
Oh yes, very well documented.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. I think it's more on the positive side in my heart. Just because when I read Black Clover and I was in the middle of this chapter, I was like, damn, it's so good to have it back. I guess like I really missed it. There's the scene with Asta and the sister. And I really like this scene because this is like something from the very first chapter. He proposed to this girl like in the very first chapter, and seeing him as an adult basically, years later. I think he was like 14, so it's been 4 years probably since Black Clover started in their time. And bringing it all full circle like this was very sweet. And to have Asta's like usual happy-go-lucky positive attitude to getting rejected was a very sweet moment for him. You could tell that he's a little heartbroken, but he's like, hey, I had to try, and that's always been Asta. As annoying as I find him sometimes, I think he is a very good character for people to absorb. He has a very good nature and energy around him. And he hasn't yelled once in this entire chapter, basically. So I respect
Right.
I respect that. But I like it. Yeah, that moment was cool. The end, those last 2 pages were cool. The art in this series has improved drastically. And it was never bad, but it's like so good these days, He's always been such a great he's become such a great artist. Just in general, Tabata has. And it's good to have it back. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I'm glad it's back. This was a very close third for me because if it wasn't, I think I mentioned Chainsaw Man was my second. I don't even remember what I did. But if I did, if I didn't say that, then Black Clover is my second favorite chapter this week. Very deserving of the audience RGC. I'm expecting it to win a whole ton more. So, follow us on Twitter if you guys want to vote for Black Clover every single week from now on. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. Great chapter. Everybody should read Black Clover at least once. I mean, I'd like to go back and try it again, like from the beginning, knowing what I know now, and it'd be good. But I'm in the middle of my My Hero Academia run, so maybe after that.